Hey guys, alright, so today I actually wanted to talk to you about real quick this video they came across about ChatGPT and Unity. Myself, I've been using ChatGPT for maybe about 2 months. It has helped me at professional level, uh, video game development, of course. And let me just tell you a little bit about ChatGPT. It's not only for work. I've actually used it for personal life. I went in there and asked ChatGPT to give me a meal plan, give me the recipes and the ingredients for each meal for the meal plan for a week, and it can generate some really good stuff for you. So let me just tell you, ChatGPT is definitely not limited. Remember, it's an AI. It's very strong and it's very popular right now. And as much use as everybody's giving it, it'll just get better with time. So, like I said before in my previous video, I come from an automation development background. So tools like ChatGPT, they are very valuable and they definitely help you save time. They're not here to replace us, but they're here as a time saver, and this is definitely going to be the future. I can tell you that. So let's just go ahead and jump into the video. This video, they're talking about how ChatGPT and Unity are integrated. Yeah, my point of view, this is good, but there is a lot of room for improvement with this integration. Now, normally when you go into ChatGPT, you would go ahead and open the website, log in, and ask it to generate a code for you. Now, what this integration does is, for example, it has you go into Windows AI command, and it'll pop up a window where you can give it the actual command itself. Now, why is this good? I guess it is good because it's in development, and you will in the future perhaps have it directly in Unity if you set it up properly, and you'll have ChatGPT give you the code you're looking for instead of having to change your browser. Myself, I don't like that because Unity is already a very busy application, and I have way too many windows already open. I have my scene, my game, my inspector, my hierarchy, my assets, my everything. So it's already too busy. I don't 100% agree to have it there. You could just put it on another screen, for example, which is what I would do. But anyway, jumping into the functionality of it, he's giving it a command right now: create 100 cubes and random points. Okay, that's simple enough. However, um, that's the command. It automatically would probably recognize that you're using Unity because it's an integration. But when he clicks run, the code is created, saved, and ran in Unity. I don't like this. Why? Well, I didn't even see the code. I don't know what this code is. I mean, it's pretty simple code right now. Create 100 cubes. Yes. But if you want to get good at development or understand what the heck this is doing, because if you are using ChatGPT to create video games, because nowadays you can literally create a game in less than 30 minutes with ChatGPT. I'm not saying it's going to be a good game, but you can definitely do it. Because ChatGPT could tell, hey, give me character movement, give me physics, give me maybe some top-down camera settings, give me survival stats, and it'll do all this stuff for you. You're still missing. You could probably ask for it for enemy AI, and it'll give it to you. And yes, it will give you very basic code, but you need to understand the code to make the game good, make it complex, make it fun, and make it replayable. So anyway, what he does right now is give it 100 cubes, and it does it for you. What I don't like is that it doesn't give you the actual code, and you can't see it here. I think a good area of improvement would be to give you the actual code somewhere in this window, give you the option to save it, give you the option to maybe modify it in the window, in the preview window, and if you want, run it. But I definitely think you should have an option to see the actual code. Now, let me give you a preview of what the code actually looks like when you ask for it. So this is what it actually looks like when you run in there and ask ChatGPT to do something for you. I have so many conversations. Forget about that. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So if you take a look at this, I'm very polite to ChatGPT. She is a feature, or he. Well, I gave it a she. So she is a feature of AI. So I want to make sure I'm on her good side. So I'm always very polite. Always say please. Always say thank you. Um, thanks. Because well, it's like my coworker, like I said, right? So anyway, let's go ahead and see this. So please give me 100 cubes and give me create a code to create 100 cubes in Unity randomly located around the map or around the scene. That's up to you, the wording really. But look at that. Look at the code that it just gave us. So it gives us a library. Good thing to point out is sometimes ChatGPT does not give you the library it's using. So make sure you review the code if it's really giving you the library. Sometimes it forgets to. and I have to remind it, please always give me the libraries you're using for every code, because it does forget sometimes. ChatGPT is not perfect. We are training it to be what we need it to be, especially now since it's a really hot topic. Now, let's take a look at the code. Okay, create a cube that's going to be as a public game object. Instead of cubes, you can replace that with circles, a enemy, a tree, whatever. So this is why we need to review the code. How is this generated so we can modify it and, well, be good for us? How many cubes do we want? What's the size of the map or the area that we're going to be creating the cubes in? And now at the start, so for here we're doing the loops, just increase the number until we get to our 100 or a number of cubes, whatever you change that to. Vector position, just to give you a random position around the map width that you give it to, and it instantiates the cubes. Very simple code, straightforward. But now we know this part. We know we can modify this. It doesn't have to be a cube. We can modify this to be a circle, a tree, anything we want. How many cubes we want, we can modify that. And what's the size or the area? It's an area, not the size. It's the area that we're gonna be doing it, which is 50. That's the size, 50. But again, in the other video that we're looking at, or the application, the integration that they're doing, we don't see this information anywhere. We can't see the code. We don't know what's going on. We can't modify that. We don't know how it works. And first of all, we have to run it. What if the code that it gives us is not what we're looking for, right? Right now, it makes it go through. Oh, let me just go back real quick. Anyway, that's fine. So that's a downside I see to this, or an area of improvement. I see potential in this integration, but like I said, we have to see the code. That way, we could learn how to use it, learn how to read it, learn how to modify it, and sometimes the code is not what we're looking for. We try to explain ourselves as much as we can, but remember, we're not perfect at explaining what we need, because in our head we're seeing a clear picture. Once we translate that into words, it's not as perfect. And now that we have some confusion there, ChatGPT could maybe get confused and give us a code that we're not really looking for. So yeah, just wanted to review this video real quick, give you guys a heads up on my opinion on this as well. So I say keep your eye on this. It could be really good, but there's definitely an area of improvement, like seeing the code, saving the code before I even want to run it. I don't want to execute it every single time I make a modification, because I want to maybe do more modifications to another code, or set up to remove the cubes and I don't know, add a tree, etc. Right? So yeah, like I said, ChatGPT is super useful. I use it for personal life, for professional environments, and game development. I have it for the last 2 or 3 months. I totally recommend it. It's super good, super helpful. Just be careful with these kind of add-ons, and let's just keep an eye on them. Hopefully, they get good enough that way we can use them ourselves in every day. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and remember to like and subscribe. I'll be covering some more topics on ChatGPT because I use it and I like the way it works, especially when it comes to video game development in Unity. So yeah, have a good one, guys.